Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Govind English Teacher. Today I feel very happy to introduce a great personality. It's my honor to introduce Mr. J. Will Narasimha sir, a highly respected retired English teacher who has left an indelible mark on the world of education with a wealth of teaching experience and a deep passion for the nurturing young minds. Mr. Nasirao has not only inspired countless students but also been recognized with numerous national awards for his exceptional contributions to the field of English education. And his resource person, a great, excellent speaker, an extraordinary motivational speaker. Now he is with us and he is going to share his experience and how to learn English in a modern way. Now, welcome back to my channel, sir. JVL Nasrullah sir. Please welcome. Now he is going to talk.
Good evening, viewers. Today, let's begin with Confucius quotation. What we hear, we forget. What we see, we remember. What we do, we learn. So, what is the hidden meaning of this quotation from a great Chinese philosopher and educationist? We have a tendency to forget whatever we hear, not just listen. Of course, listening is a different activity and it is a different one from hearing. So what we hear, we tend to forget. What we see, we remember for some time. But what we do, we learn. That means if you want to learn a language or if you want to acquire language, you have to do certain things like listening to a story, answering the questions based on the story, writing a story, or reading a story. If you do these steps consistently and constantly, you will become a good user of the language. So, today I would like to teach some activity which is very interesting. Actually, this is totally different from our traditional way of teaching a listening story. Generally, we read something and we ask some questions. But here, we don't read the story entirely. We stop the story at crucial points and ask our children to answer or guess what should have happened at that particular point. The children may come out with different responses. Our intention is not to get the correct answer. Our intention is to make our children speak and involve all the children in the listening process. In this way, the children improve their thinking skills. Once a child starts thinking about the language, he will surely start using the language because thinking and language are the same. We cannot say that language and thought are totally different. Though we can think without language, but language polishes or refines our thought and our thoughts refine the language. So they are mutually cooperative, they are mutually dependent on each other. That's why if your thought process is good, your language is good. Your language is good, your thought process will become good. That's why you have to make your language well by thinking well. A person who cannot think well cannot speak well. In any language, maybe your mother tongue or maybe other tongue or whatever tongue it is, if you think clearly, you speak clearly. If you think precisely, you speak precisely. If you think broadly, you speak broadly. So Your language totally depends on your thinking process. So, this is an activity which you can use in your classroom or in any place to make your children. Don't teach the entire story or the listening story and stop it at crucial points. Ask what should have happened here. Yes, if there are 60 students there may be different answers. Of course, one or two answers might be correct. You will not feel happy if somebody gives the correct answer. You feel happy if all of us speak in English. That is your intention, that is your motto, that is the objective with which you are conducting the test here. So another technique is reading passage. Generally, most teachers read something and explain it, of course, in English or maybe in Telugu, but it should not be the case. Even while reading a passage, you can stop at crucial places and ask the children what should have happened there. The children will definitely guess. Sometimes they guess it correctly and sometimes they guess it wrongly. There is no problem here. What we accept is not the correct answer. What we expect is some spoken communication from our students. That will surely happen. Yes, the thing is you have to ask a number of questions, whether it is a listening passage or reading passage. If you start asking questions at crucial levels, if you make your children think, they will definitely answer, because language is generated because of the thinking process, because language is a biological electric grid of mechanism. Unless you think, you can't speak. So the duty of all good teachers, especially English teachers, is to make our children think so that they can use English. In initial stages, we may not get the exactly correct sentences. Even one word is enough to prove that they have understood the question. They are able to answer. Never expect the full or lengthy answers from your students. Expect one sentence or even one word. If it is correct or wrong, accept it, because the child has understood your question. Because since it is an open-ended question, there are no right or wrong answers. Even if it is a right answer for this, you can declare it later. Anyhow, the purpose is served. You have made your children speak English. This is another strategy. As far as reading is concerned, you may ask your children to read, and later you may ask him to write something on what he has read. In that way, it may be difficult for the learners to write correctly in the beginning. You can, of course, edit their writings. That is, when the writing is bad, you can write the grammatical mistakes. If there are any problems like vocabulary, you can make certain suggestions. So if you go on editing day by day, the children will surely improve their English. If it is difficult for you to edit all the learners, you can form them into groups and ask them to contribute in the group, and you can correct the group editing. You can follow the group editing. That means that all the children feel that their product is edited. If it is well, you can say that this product of this group is excellent. Then that group will feel happy. So it may not be possible to correct individually. It is always possible to correct in groups. So if you follow these methods, our children will surely improve their English. I have